Good day, everyone. I'm Anilao, and along with me are my group mates, Miss Elisha Marie Calimlim and Miss Hannah Kiambao. Today, we are going to present our study entitled Understanding Visitors' Behavior, Expectation, and Motivation in Puzzle Mansion Museum, Tagaytay, Philippines. Museums are one of the important products of cultural tourism, which is known as one of the most important types of tourist traffic in the world. With the development of cultural tourism, the function of museums has extended from the traditional collection, protection, exhibition, education, and research to leisure, tourism, entertainment, and economic development. Tagaytay City proudly has a museum that is considered one of the popular tourist destinations in the city, the Puzzle Mansion Museum. This rare and unique museum is renowned for its extensive and diverse collection of jigsaw puzzles, holding a Guinness World Record in 2012 for having the largest collection.
Although the concept regarding tourists travel based on their perceived behavior, expectation, and motivation influence their decision in choosing a tourist destination, limited studies have been made in terms of maximizing visitor experience. This study examines the motivations, expectations, and behaviors of visitors at the Puzzle Mansion Museum, focusing on how demographic and psychological factors influence their decision to visit. It aims to develop a motivational program to boost engagement, satisfaction, and overall museum experience. Hence, this study aims to answer the following statements of the problem. What is the profile of the respondents in terms of age, sex, educational attainment, nationality, and frequency of visit? How do the respondents assess their decision to visit in terms of behavior, expectation, and motivation in Puzzle Mansion Museum? Is there a significant difference in the assessments of respondents in relation to behavior, motivation, and expectation when grouped according to profile? And lastly, based on the results, what motivational program can be proposed?
For the theoretical framework, the expectation, motivation, and attitude, or EMA model, based on research by Su et al. 2010, explores how expectation, motivation, and attitude influence tourist behavior. The model identifies four key motivational factors: knowledge, relaxation, novelty, and shopping. The study finds that expectation directly influences motivation, which in turn shapes attitudes toward the destination. Additionally, expectation impacts attitude directly, and motivation acts as a mediator between expectation and attitude. This model highlights how these interconnected elements can predict tourist behaviors. Next, please. For conceptual framework, this study uses an input process output or IPO framework to analyze and enhance the Puzzle Mansion Museum's visitor experience. Input data is gathered through closed-ended survey questions and Likert scale items covering visitor profiles and psychological experiential factors. During the process, surveys are distributed and analyzed using descriptive statistics to uncover key relationships. The output is a data driven motivational program aimed at increasing engagement, improving satisfaction, and optimizing the museum experience. The IPO model provides actionable insights for museum management and contributes to research on specialty museum visitors' behavior.
This descriptive and quantitative study surveyed 150 participants using the convenient sampling, specifically using a 4-point Likert scale questionnaire given online and on-site. Data were analyzed using frequency and percentage, weighted mean, t-test, and ANOVA to support the creation of an motivational program for the Puzzle Mansion Museum.
Shown on the screen is how we were able to gather data from respondents. We have the QR code to access the online survey and sample of a physical questionnaire.
Now let's proceed to the study's result and discussion gathered by the researchers. The result in Table 1.1 revealed that 96.7 of visitors to the Puzzle Mansion Museum are Filipinos, suggesting a strong local engagement with this cultural site. This predominance of domestic visitors aligns with studies highlighting the importance of local tourism in sustaining cultural attractions. While the Puzzle Mansion benefits from substantial local support, targeted initiatives are essential to attract a more diverse visitor demographic, thereby enriching its cultural footprint. Next slide, please. The result in Table 1.2 show the age distribution of visitors to the Puzzle Mansion Museum, with 82% of respondents falling within the 18 to 29 years age group. Findings shows that the younger generations are more inclined to engage with cultural sites. This indicates a need for the Puzzle Mansion to refine its programming to include elements that could attract older visitors while sustaining its appeal to the younger visitors. Next slide, please. Table 1.3 reveals that while 68% of visitors to the Puzzle Mansion Museum visit only once, 24.7 return for a second visit, indicating potential challenges in converting first-time visitors into repeat patrons. The museum could enhance its appeal by implementing strategies to foster a loyal audience.
Table 1.4 shows that 61.3% of visitors to the Puzzle Mansion Museum have a college degree, indicating a preference for intellectually stimulating content. Offering inclusive workshops could attract a broader range of visitors, enhancing participation across all educational backgrounds. Next slide, please. Table 1.5 reveals that 68% of visitors to the Puzzle Mansion Museum are female. This suggests that the Puzzle Mansion might be underutilizing programming that appeals to male visitors. To attract both genders, the museum could offer events that promote family participation and social interaction while introducing more technical or factual exhibits to engage male visitors. Next slide. Table 2.1 shows Puzzle Mansion Museum has a positive visitor experience with high satisfaction and behavioral intention scores, indicating a memorable and enjoyable visit. However, the slightly lower score for felt at home suggests room for improvement in emotional connections. Overall, the museum excels in creating shareable experiences but could improve emotional engagement to strengthen visitor loyalty.
Table 2.2 shows that visitors of the Puzzle Mansion Museum had high overall expectations, particularly in terms of cultural appreciation, environmental responsibility, and learning new things. While on Table 2.3 shows that visitors of the Puzzle Mansion Museum are highly motivated by novelty and sightseeing, relaxation, though slightly lower by 3.53, still supports the idea of museums as restorative spaces. Shopping scored lowest but remains a valid complement. Overall, the museum meets diverse visitor motivations with potential to further enhance its relaxing environment. Table 3.1 reveals that Puzzle Mansion Museum appeals equally across generations, as no significant differences in visitor behavior, expectations, motivation, or overall evaluation are found. The study emphasizes that shared social factors like income and prior travel experience often outweigh generational differences, suggesting that tourism research should consider other factors.
For Table 3.2, it shows no significant differences between male and female visitors in behavior, expectations, motivation, or overall evaluation, indicating similar experiences across genders. The result highlights the need for the researchers and marketers to focus on broader factors like age, income, and psychosocial traits rather than relying on gender alone to predict travel behavior. Next slide. Table 3.3 reveals that there are no significant differences in visitor behavior, expectations, motivations, or ratings based on educational level, indicating an inclusive museum experience for all. The results suggest that curiosity and personal interest drive museum visits universally. Next slide. Under Table 3.4, it shows that there are no significant differences in behavior, expectation, motivation, or ratings between Filipino and non-Filipino visitors, highlighting the museum's cross-cultural appeal.
Table 3.5 reveals no significant differences in visitor behavior, expectations, motivation, or ratings based on visit frequency, indicating consistent experiences for both first-time and repeat visitors. In conclusion, the study highlights the Puzzle Mansion Museum as a culturally significant and inclusive destination that primarily attracts young, college educated Filipino women, with 96.7% of visitors being local and 82% aged between 18 to 29. Its strong appeal lies in its novelty, unique puzzle collections, and relaxing atmosphere. Despite this concentrated demographic, visitor satisfaction, expectations, and motivations remain high across all genders, age, educational levels, and nationalities, indicating a broadly enjoyable experience. However, the museum has its room for growth by encouraging repeat visits and attracting a more diverse and international audience. To stay competitive and relevant, it should implement strategies such as loyalty programs, rotating exhibits, and enhanced audience engagement, balancing its cultural heritage with innovative experience will be the key to sustaining its long-term success.
For the motivational program, the museum will organize timely and relevant thematic exhibits to enhance visitor awareness through interactive, hands on experiences. The plan emphasizes inclusivity and accessibility for all age groups and backgrounds and will highlight the achievements of influential puzzle creators. Led by museum management over a 6 to 12-month period, the initiative aims to increase visitor numbers, boost engagement, and receive positive survey feedback. The museum will also install interactive display to boost engagement and appeal to repeat visitors by offering fresh, evolving content. These displays will highlight the history, production, and cultural significance of puzzles while incorporating visual, auditory, and tactical elements to support diverse learning styles and accessibility needs. Led by museum management over 6 to 12 months, the initiative aims to increase dwell time, encourage repeat visits, and generate more social media mentions. The Puzzle Museum will also host quarterly puzzle solving competitions to encourage teamwork and enhance cognitive skills. These events, open to families and individuals, aim to increase engagement, attract publicity, and strengthen the museum's presence. Success will be measured by high participation, increased ticket sales, and positive post event feedback.
The museum will host quarterly puzzle based art workshops to explore Philippine puzzle culture, including mosaic making, pattern designs, and weaving. These workshops will promote regional visual motifs and offer visitors hands on cultural experiences. Success will be measured by increased attendance, repeat participation, and partnership with schools or cultural groups. The museum will create relaxing puzzle themed lounge areas to provide visitors with spaces to recharge and promote mindfulness. These zones will encourage mental wellness and offer opportunities for social media promotion to enhance the museum's marketing. Success will be measured by increased visitor retention, positive feedback, and social media mentions.
The museum will collect visitor feedback through surveys, online reviews, and suggestion boxes to improve the overall experience. This will help incorporate visitor driven suggestions and assess staff performances. Success will be measured by high response rate, improved satisfaction scores, and identifying recurring suggestions. The museum will launch a membership program offering loyalty rewards for purchases to enhance visitor satisfaction and encourage repeat visits without raising admission fees. Members will receive exclusive benefits, discounts, and early access to exhibits, workshops, and events. Success will be measured by increased membership sign-ups, repeat visits, redemption rates, and higher sales of merchandise and services.
And lastly, the museum will conduct quarterly training for employees to enhance service quality by installing Filipino values such as hospitality, professionalism, and cultural sensitivity. This will improve the visitor experience by fostering a warm, welcoming environment and personalized interactions. Success will be measured by improved visitor satisfaction, increased employee retention and morale, and potential recognition or awards. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time and attention. We are now open to any questions or suggestions you may have.